If I say, look another tag video, am I starting to get repetitive? Hey guys, welcome to another tag video. This one is brought to you by Danny via Lauren Adele and Anne Sophie. I was not tagged in it, but neither was Anne, so I'm gonna follow her lead, and I'm gonna do it without tagging, because mimicking people is fun. So this tag is my favorite things, and I'm gonna talk about my favorite things. Question 1. Who is your favorite musician slash band? The music I listen to varies on my mood, but most recently, my favorite bands to constantly play songs of are Poets of the Fall and Panic at the Disco. Poets of the Fall is a Finnish rock band, and they do a lot of the folksy rock, like really good melody with powerful storytelling in their music. They're also in Remedy's games, Control, Alan Wake. They feature their songs in their games, which that's how I discovered them. I'm a big fan of the Muse. Also, Panic at the Disco is I'm currently using their High Hopes song to get myself up in the morning. And I feel like that is currently my my jam, my me song. So yeah, those are my two favorites right now. Like I said, I vary a lot. There's also like Within Temptation. What was that new one? Hold on, Severenza. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but her song "Meet Me on the Battlefield" is really really good. God Hunter by Aviators is a serious, like, really good song. But I also listen to pop music or like The Fray or whatever have you. So you get the idea. Listen to a lot of varied music. Question 2. What are my top favorite films? Top 3 favorite films. See, I'm gonna like bend the rules slightly because I can't really think of one movie out of like serieses, and I like a lot of serieses. So, Interview with the Vampire is a singular, and that is my top favorite movie of all time. The Underworld series, definitely. Oh, look, Crystal picks 2 vampire movies as her top 2. What's she gonna pick for the third one? Oh god, I actually have to try not to think of a vampire movie. Alright, minor hot take, but I actually loved the Marvel I actually love the Marvel movies. There's only like 1 or 2 that I wasn't like the biggest fan of. Like, Ant-Man was okay. I mean, it was an enjoyable movie, but I really did love Infinity War and Endgame. The scene where they have all the portals coming out, where it's like, on your left, and the army just kind of shows up. That was still, like, I was one of the people screaming in the theater. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Also, the Marvel movies have a very close, spot in my heart, because, growing up, me and my dad would go to theaters all the time to see the Marvel movies. And we actually saw both Infinity War and Endgame in theaters. So there is a bit of a bias because it's like important memories to me, which might overshadow some of the problematic elements in most of the Marvel movies. I'm really looking forward to Mobius? Editor me! The vampire one. It's coming out soon. And when I say soon, I think it's coming out around my birthday. So I really, really want to see it because vampires, Marvel, put together in a happy place. Oh, I'm so excited. I really hope they don't fuck it up. If they fuck it up, I'm going to be sad and mad. Anyway, moving right along. Question 3. Your favorite scents. Now, I'm not a big, like, smell person. Strong synthetic scents make my brain dizzy. Back in high school, all of the jocks were on one floor. Like, all of their lockers were in the exact same spot. And they'd spray that Axe everywhere. And there was a couple times I passed out in classrooms because I just couldn't handle that. I can't even go into a Bath and Body Works or a Yankee Candle or any of those like shops for more than like 5 minutes at a time without, But I really love that warm vanilla food and like candles that kind of smell like food. Basically, I'm very food motivated. Shocker. I mean, the smell of freshly baked bread or cookies or Thanksgiving dinner. Like, come on. Question 4. Favorite Disney film? Once again, I feel like I'm choosing between children and puppies, and I don't want to. Yes, I'm a Disney adult. No, I have no shame. Right now, I would say tie between The Lion King and the Frozen series. The Lion King was one of the most influential movies of my childhood. I constantly watched it on repeat, both the sequel and the first movie, as well as the Frozen movies. Those were more, especially the first Frozen, was a very inspirational movie for me as an adult. Because especially the song "Let It Go" that movie and that song came out in a very tumultuous moment in my adult life, and the song "Next Right Thing," if that is not a song of how to deal with crippling emotional issues and stuff, I don't know what is. There is actually a couple moments where if I get too far in, then it's like I hear the song in my head, and it's the line, take a step, step again. And it's all that I can do, the next right thing. I won't look too far ahead, it's too much to take. But if I break it down to the next breath, the next step, this choice is the choice that I can make. That line, that stanza, that part of that song is very important. So yeah, those 2/4 Disney films are my current favorite. What's your favorite season? This is going to be the biggest shock to absolutely no one. I like fall. It's the start of the cozy and the cool. It's not too hot, not too cold. The air is crisp and clean. The leaves are turning their pretty, pretty colors. It's like a watercolor painting in real life. And let's not forget Halloween. I'm a vampire nut. I like putting my fangs in and having a great time with my friends. I like candy and scary movies and all that kind of stuff. And don't forget, Canadian Thanksgiving is in October, middle of fall, food motivated. So, yeah, it's pretty and it's nice and it's cozy and it's comfy. And if it could be fall all year round without going into winter, that'd be perfect. Question 6. What is your favorite seasonal drink? Mochas. Mochas. And hot chocolates. I know, technically, you can get them all year round, but I'm one of those people that I'm one of those people that's always warm, so I can't really drink hot drinks in the summer. Which is another reason that I like fall, by the way. It's because I get to have many, many mochas to keep myself warm and curled up in a blanket with a good movie or a book or my cat who is asleep over there. Yeah. Question 7. Do you have a favorite article of clothing? Used to be my Critical Role sweater, and as much as I really do like that sweater, currently it got edged out this year by a sweater that you've probably seen in other videos, which is my comfy, cozy Christmas sweater with the kitty cat on it. It's like the colors aren't too bombastic in your face, and the only reason you can really tell it's Christmas is because the kitty in the middle is wearing a Christmas hat. This one is my favorite. because yeah, it's got a wreath, it's got candy canes. That's the Christmassy nature of it. But it's not like one of those billboard sweaters, where you have like the lewd joke that's Christmas related, or you have the jingling balls dangling from somewhere. Like it's subtle. And the colors aren't super bright. And most I find seasonal clothing, like the novelty sweaters and stuff like that, I find they're not really comfortable 9 times out of 10. They're made from that like scratchy wool or that really fake material. This one is actually super cozy, and I wear it still now in February, which is actually another reason why I wanted to grab it, because I'm cold. I should have grabbed it when I went and got dressed this morning, but I didn't, and now I'm cold, so I have it. Question 8. Who's my favorite author? Right now, my favorite author is Maria Nijkamp, because of Kith and Kin. I really enjoyed that book. I didn't know that author existed before now, and I'm probably, hopefully, going to add her book and a bunch of other books on my Christmas list for next year, so I can have more books. Also, Anne Rice, R.I.P. to a great legend. Her book, Witching Hour, I've talked about it many, 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 many times before. Hand downs. Yeah, no explanation needed for that, because I've talked about it ad nauseum. One of my favorite books of all time. So, yeah, easy. Since those two are my favorite books, then those two also have to be my favorite authors. Question 9. Favorite spot for reading and writing? For writing, I don't have a laptop or anything else I can really, like, take somewhere else. Like, theoretically, I do have a laptop that is from 2006. Yeah, I think I bought it when I was 16. Still have it, but it's no longer accepting updates. So, I do all my writing on my desk. Here. Command Center. So yeah, headphones on, music playing, right here. That's where I write. Reading, kind of the same. I like having music on, different kind of music, because I want to pay attention to the words. Mostly non-lyric, instrumental. That's the word I wanted. Instrumental music. But that, I like being curled up with all of my blankets cozy on the bed. Occasionally I change position every once in a while, but I'm still constantly reading, and it's comfy, it's cozy, so that's why I like reading. Question 10. What's your favorite dessert or food? Food, tacos. Especially from this local place in town. Oh my god. They are so good. They're only open 6 days a week, and they're only open till 6 p.m. But I discovered them in college, and they're amazing. They make the best tacos. But I also, like, I used what I learned from eating those tacos, and then I add them to my own tacos, so they're almost as good. Anyway, for dessert, opera cake. It's kind of like a tiramisu, but a different configuration, and it's also a different cake type, because opera cake is a Jacquard sponge, which is like this thin. Editing me, if you could put up a picture of the two, so people can know what I'm talking about without me turning into a cake tangent for another 30 minutes, because both those cakes are really good. But opera cake, kind of my favorite. It tastes like chocolate and coffee, because that's what it is, and you put it together and you have a great day. Hey! Question 11. What is your favorite time of day? I want to say between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. I'm not the super biggest morning person, even though sometimes, yes, I'm up at 3. But I get most of my ambition to get everything done in the early morning. Because in my brain, you do all the important stuff early, then it's done sooner, and then you have the rest of the day to fuck off and do whatever you want. Question 12. What is your favorite color? Purple. Obviously. Kind of that mid purple range. Not like super, super light, but not super, super dark either. Totally my favorite color. Question 13. Who's your top 3 favorite channels? I had to look at my subscriptions for this because I have way too many. And just like music, my mood varies on what I feel like watching from one video to another. But Thomas Sanders is one of my all-time favorite content creators of all time, and I'm always constantly going back to rewatch his Sanders Side series when I need the warm and cozy feelings. Another one I like is One Topic at a Time. He does a lot of those r/Reddit stories, meme reviews, stuff like that, where he goes to r/suddenly gay or r/ace, and he looks at all the different memes and he talks about them, comments about them, reacts to them. It's so much fun. He is like the epitome of cozy, and also fellow Canadian is great. Third pick, I would have to pick Cinema Therapy. One of the hosts is a therapist and the other is a director, and they talk about movies from the perspective of their given fields, which I think is fascinating and sometimes really inspiring. Real talk, during their episode covering the movie Love, Simon, there was a conversation between the lead and his mom, sorry. And I don't want to repeat it out loud with a fear of making myself cry. But there's a moment where the singular line, "You can exhale now." I'm going to either put it in behind me or I'm going to put it down in the description below so you can see it. I haven't decided. Editor me is taking care of that for me as well. Question 14. What is your favorite musical or play? Well, we're going to take a swift turn from the comfy, cozy, happy cuddles to Albuquerque, because one of my favorite musicals of all time is Sweeney Todd. To be fair, I've only ever seen the movie with Johnny Depp. I have not seen the play. But it is definitely, it was almost close to the top on my favorites list. But I love the music. It's catchy, it's in your head, it's visceral. Johnny Depp his performance, all the performances in that movie are amazing. Also, a musical episode, just to kind of like boop, episode season 6, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, titled Once More with Feeling, where a demon shows up to make everyone sing, and singing kills. But the songs are really catchy. And Rest in Peace, which is the song Spike sings, is great. And oh my god, Walk Into the Fire is a good one. It's like, I touch the fire and it freezes me. I look into it and it's black. Why can't I feel my skin should crack and heal? I want the fire back. Again, I love those storytelling moments in musicals that kind of hit somewhere. Even though the whole creator of Buffy thing, I am separating my creator from my art, and we're just talking about the art in the episode. Question 15. What is your favorite place to visit? I'm not the biggest travel person, but I liked all the time I spent in Niagara Falls, New York when I used to live with my husband while we were still dating. It was only 6 months, but I got to get away from all the stuff that was hurting me and got to really live without anyone else's opinion or expectation. Also, I got to live with my husband to see if we actually were a thing. And it turns out, if you've read to the back of the book, here we are. I used to take the bus to Niagara Falls, New York a lot, and the bus would take you through this city/area called Dundas. And the bus is coming down, and it's this big sheer rock cliff into this valley, and you take it at 6 o'clock in the morning. All the lights are coming up, the trees, the rocks. It's a very cinematic and visceral image. I like using visceral. Apparently, visceral is my favorite word of the day. Yeah, it's super pretty. It's amazing. So every time I got to visit Niagara Falls, I would make sure I was sitting on that side of the bus so I could see Dundas in the early fucking morning. Question 16. Who do you tag? Violet from the channel Writing Violet. Marta, even though she is on a writing hiatus for a while, she's probably gonna hate me, considering I keep tagging her and shit. But love you! And everyone else. Because my brain can't think. I tag everyone! You're watching this video. You've been tagged. Blah! What am I doing with my hands? I'm tagging you if you want to do it. No pressure if you don't. It's cool. Thank you once again to the creators, the creator of this video and the other people who have done it, so I could have the inspiration, even though I wasn't tagged directly, to do this video. I'm going to be streaming on Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I play Mass Effect Legendary Edition and make all of the worst decisions possible as chosen by Instagram. It's fine. I'm not all uncomfortable all the time. I'm actually really enjoying myself. As much as I complain, it's not really complaining. It's just a bit, but I love it. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. YouTube has been removing people from subscriber pages. So if you go down there and it's gray, if it's red, make it gray. Because YouTube is drunk sometimes. Till next time, I love and appreciate every single one of you. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!